The US dollar index, also known as the DXY. On the weekly scale, we're going to look at the weekly and the monthly and look at the kind of the big picture to see when, it could possibly crash going into its bear market and crypto start its bull market. So roughly, right, we're seeing some charts in front of us here. We're on the weekly. I have the price now in the blue here, right? The rest are moving averages. Looks quite unsustainable for much longer. Now, as you may see, yeah, we could possibly do this for another couple months, going into maybe even early 2023. But looking at the last super move, right, 2014, the DXY rose astronomically quick, right? And looking quite similar, at least a rhyme for this move. How much was that off of the bottom before it really found some hesitation? Now you can see it consolidated, went sideways, made one final last ditch effort, and then kind of really rolled over, coming back into this bigger zone. Maybe the DXY is starting to form this bigger kind of floor level. This is probably the likely scenario that we'd want to start taking profits again in a bigger way going into our next bull cycle. If the DXY gets in this area, it might be the end for the bearish cycle for the DXY. Looking at possibility of maybe 2025 to keep up with the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin. Maybe we do something with a rhyme for the DXY. Now, back just a moment ago, I mentioned that how big was this rise? Well, let's go take a look. From the bottom to the top, it was about, 26% or so from the initial move, right? The impulse wave up, right? Not from there to there, but the major move, really like the straight line, right? That's kind of what we're looking for now. Maybe this goes to some effect, right? We could obviously adjust if we do something like that. Maybe we did something like this, but maybe unlikely given the current economic situation. That once it rolls, maybe it'll roll hard. So we will see. Right now, this zone, right? This is why we got such a massive zone, a massive wave beyond this, right? We got our breakout and then kind of a retest in this level that we, held since really going all the way back to 2015, kind of our breakout level, and then just a continued explosive move. So 26% for this major impulsive straight move up. How big do you reckon we are now? Let's take a look. Well, from the bottom to the top, you guessed it, around 26%. So bigger move, 26%. Bigger move, 26%. Do we have enough to go more? Or are we going to maybe enter some consolidation phase, give crypto a relief? If we do get a rollover, something like this, and we have this drop out of the DXY, how far is that drop? Well, let's see. Roughly, 6%. So if we got something rhyming with that from the top, maybe we get a 6% pullback would be pretty huge, right? Maybe unlikely, right? That really fell to the EMA 34 on the weekly, and that is right around 106 right now. So that would rhyme with that. Now, if we do get that rollover, or at least a breather from the DXY, yeah, I could see Bitcoin and crypto having a pretty nice solid move up. Maybe we go up to 25, 30K even. Certainly if that happens rapidly between now and early 2023 or whenever it does, right? Whenever it rolls, if it rolls hard down to, let's say, like 106, something like that, then yeah, I would say Bitcoin is very likely around the 30K mark. For sure, right? That's a huge drop and a quick drop, and we haven't seen anything like that yet. But your guess is as good as mine as how this ends up shaping up. But if we're going to see a peak in 2025 and keep up with the kind of the 4-year cycle, more or less, right? We can move up this way or move back this way, but probably going to have to re-enter this zone around low 90s or high 80s would be great. For the DXY, and they would have to look something like that if we're going to rhyme with the 4-year cycle. So just throwing that out there. Now the monthly gets a little bit more clear cut, right? Look at the bigger picture here. So this would also keep in mind that going back to the 80s, right? We got a high, lower high, slightly lower high, hopefully, right? Or double top. Maybe we come up and kind of rinse our final blow off top or something like that. Or, right, maybe we don't do that at all. Maybe this is the start of the initial rollover. We will see. Time will tell. But there's your breakout zone, and here's your maybe consolidation zone for the next bull bear cycle for DXY and crypto. That's my 2 cents on the DXY. Short and sweet. Bigger picture, maybe you haven't seen anything like that before. Just trying to help as many people as I can. So thumbs up if you haven't already. I appreciate you watching this long if you did. I'll see you on the next one.